You ready, Chris?
You ready, Ben?
Let's get it.
Man, let's get it, man. Welcome to the Follow Then Lead podcast. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Follow Then Lead podcast, coming to you guys yet again, one more time to bless your minds. I'm Chris. I'm in the building with my boy Ben. What's up, bro?
Yes, sir. Blessing for your holy mind.
There you go.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
No, I was just going to say the
holy
mind.
mind.
That's my boy E, man, and my pastor E. I ain't want to take all this stuff,
You want
man.
to take his swag?
I ain't want to take all this stuff.
He take everybody's stuff anyway.
No, yo,
He take and be like, I egotized it.
Yeah.
That's how he's doing it.
That is it, yo. Shout out, big bro. Yeah, man.
That you Christized it just now.
Yo, there we go.
It don't sound as good, but
follow then lead, yo.
Follow then lead.
Yeah, yo. Had to insert that.
How you doing today, bro?
Man, I'm good, yo. I'm feeling good, man. We got the people in the mix. First time live video.
Shout out to IG Live.
Yeah, man. Big things is coming, bro. Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you for being here. This is our first session.
Yeah.
You know, that
live.
we're recording the session live.
Yeah, man.
You know, for IG at least, and we got the camera set up for YouTube.
Forgot all about that. What's up, YouTube?
Yeah, we're making steps.
Yeah, bro.
And learning. And we all doing this together. Add into the comments, you know, topics that you want us to cover, people that you would like us to interview, that you might know, that we can learn from and grow from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that good stuff, man. We appreciate the love and the support for real. Like, you know, I can't thank the people enough for that. Just tuning in, chiming in, supporting, loving. Yo, it don't get no better than that. Yo, that's community for real.
Community for real. And shout out to the Follow Then Lead podcast, Instagram, you know, marketer and cultivator or whatever they call it. You know, our man Chris right here, coming up with all the ideas, all the posts, all the topics, all the ways to engage the people. You know, this is Chris right here, and we're gonna make an appreciation post soon.
Man.
Probably on day one.
Appreciate that,
post.
bro.
Yeah,
well,
yes,
look,
sir.
man, now I got to do appreciation too, yo.
You
Shout
do
out,
it
yo.
always, man. We don't even need to.
Yo, man, shout out to the founder of this joint, though, bro. Yo, it's your vision. You know what I mean? You came through. God gave it to you. You put it into action. You didn't just sit there like it was a thought and you just let it fade away. Like, nah, man, you got up out your bed and you made this thing happen. You've been putting in the work. You've been networking. You've been doing your thing, bro. So we appreciate it. And everybody benefits from the greatness of this vision. So, yeah, thank you for you, bro.
Well, thank God, man. It's nothing I did for it. I just had to, you know, just be obedient.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we doing this together. It's not about one, it's about all of us. And each part of the body, you know, has its use and its you know, benefit to the rest. So we all working together.
Yeah, bro. I'm loving it. I had to set up my phone so I can monitor what's going on and whatnot.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah, bro. Let's get into this, man.
Let's get it. Today's topic, talking about finances and how it impacts, you know, manhood and development and growth.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get started, how you doing?
Man, I'm feeling real lovely, bro. Real good, Joe. I'm all smiles, man. I don't know if the people can see, but I got stars in my eyes, bro.
You got stars in your eyes?
Yeah, man, I got the little twinkle, man, because I'm on a good high.
Yeah.
You know, I'm straight, man. Business is good. Family is good. My mom's was up here for a week. You know, it was good to see her beautiful face and my sister. Good stuff, bro. All good energy, man. All good vibes. So I'm riding high. Yeah, man. So it's been a beautiful week, bro. Business, yeah, everything's good, man. Yeah. God is good. My brother, you good. I'm good. Family's good.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Yes, yo. How you doing?
My favorite quote is from Deion Sanders. He said, "Look good, feel good, play good, get paid good."
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Like, that's the final result, right? But every day, if you look good, you take care of yourself, you look good, then you feel good about yourself. And then when you feel good about yourself, you work better, right? You kind of move through life better. You feel kind of, you know, you feeling confident.
Yeah, I agree.
And then that just kind of feeds into everything you do, how you talk to people, how you treat people, things you do at work, you know, your work ethic.
Yeah.
You're more confident about what you're doing and why.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get paid.
Absolutely.
So that's his motto from when he was back in, you know,
them Dallas Cowboys days.
Yeah,
yes,
when they were good.
Yeah. Look, you can't talk too much, man, because the Pats is on the decline now, bro.
Hey, man, don't disrespect the Pats.
Yeah.
We had a bad year. They had to revamp the team, revamp the offense a little bit. Cam's first year in the offense. This is his second year. They got better weapons. They actually have weapons. Last year they didn't have nobody.
They had somebody.
They had off the street players. It's like they put me out there and I'm supposed to be Julio Jones.
I about to say,
no.
They had me out there. I can get out there and do something.
Good, but hey, it ain't Julio Jones. None of us are Julio Jones. None of us are these dudes that have been training every day to be great and are elite. Listen, they finally got weapons. Now their defense has gotten even better. They on the up and up. Just like Dallas. Dallas has an opportunity this year with Dak back, the superstar, to shine again. We'll see.
I can see it now. Dallas versus New England in the Super Bowl.
That would be a great Super Bowl.
Yeah, yo. Anybody that know me know I'm always bigging up the Cowboys.
Are
we going to be in the Super Bowl this year? It will never happen.
It don't ever happen.
One day, though. I'm going to speak that joint into existence one day.
With Dak, Dak has the ability, if he stays healthy, to put that, especially in those weapons, C.D. Lamb and
the boys is bad, man.
Yeah, Cooper and Elliott.
Offense is dope, as long as that offensive line hold up and the defense just got to come with it. That's the main thing. The defense do what they need to do, strips, interceptions, just ball out. Dallas can be a top tier, top 5, top 6 team in the league, man. So we'll see, time will tell, but through and through, Dallas all day.
Yeah, Dallas all day.
How you feeling, though, fam?
I'm good. It's been a good week. Man, it's really been a good week. Started this new job a couple weeks ago, and it's just really been everything I've kind of wanted. It's like what you said a few minutes ago, like a few months ago, I had a vision, not for the podcast, just about my life and the things that I wanted to do, and like changing my job was the next step for me to grow and learn and to push myself to develop in networking and, just getting out of the comfort zone in life. So once I got out of that comfort zone, I'm like, man, I feel like I'm like, like new life, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It feels like new life.
Dope.
New opportunity to kind of learn, make a mark at this new place, and build new relationships and just make impressions. And I feel like already within a couple weeks I've done that. And it's just a lot of things to learn. I feel like I'm picking up fast.
Beautiful.
So that's great. And then just the daily life is good. We handling the finances relatively well, moving towards the direction that I have for my life, the things I want to do outside of work. And outside of the pod, just getting like real estate and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So things are moving, building credit.
There you go.
We'll talk about it more, but things are exciting. And then taking trips.
Yes, sir.
All summer long. I'm out
man, look,
every weekend. My neighbor's upstairs. I'm like, yo, this weekend, can you watch Kobe? Kobe's my dog. And every weekend this summer, I'm needing a dog sitter. I'm out.
Look, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. I stress this to any and everybody. Take those trips. Whether you're doing it solo, doing it as a couple, as a group, take those trips. Like, God created so much out here for us to see and experience. And as we spoke before, it gives you a different outlook on life. You go to a different region, LA or to Jamaica, DC, New York, or whatever. Like, you get to see how they live. You get to see how they flow. You see someone look like you, I'm from Dallas. I go to New York, and I'm striking up a conversation with a New York brother, and how it just flows, and some of the, stuff that's similar and things that are different. Like, we learning off each other. It's a complete stranger, but it's beautiful. We feel like fam at the end of the conversation. Right. It don't get no better than that.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It allows you to just grow.
Facts.
And it gives you, like you're saying, gives you perspective in life.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the biggest thing, is like giving us perspective on our own lives, and then we can develop some level of, gratitude.
Yeah.
And appreciation for where we are in life.
Absolutely, bro.
Where we might not be where we want to be, but where we are, and just be grateful for where we are.
The progress.
It's progress.
Yeah, man. Be thankful for that. But I like that, though. You're not here to just take up space. Like, get out, travel, do things different. You know what I mean? It's great.
I'm in a big state of gratitude right now.
That's all right. I can tell, bro. You all smile. I can see it in your face, yo.
I'm wearing red. Follow and lead.
Yes, sir, yo. I love that hoodie, man. Should have wore mine
all the time. This is my first time wearing it.
Yeah, no, I done abused mine. I done had that. I done wore it like 10 times already.
Oh,
bro.
Yeah.
It's all good.
That's all
Let me
good.
throw in a black joint today. So, man, let's get it, man. The topic for today is finances, bruh. You know, and of course, you know, when we speak about manhood and men and everything that comes with playing that role, doing that role, it's a lot. And finances is one of them, you know, whether it be, you know, budgeting and, you know, showing discipline, spending money the correct way. You know, that is a part of manhood, whether you know, you're single or you have a family to look after. Like, it's your role, it's your duty, it's your job, your responsibility to handle money, finances the correct way, you know. So can you touch a little bit more on that topic, my brother? Like, what comes to mind when you hear finances, man?
Yeah. When I think about it, when you brought up, like, you know, the role of man or, in a household or family, you know, all the brothers we've had on so far, everyone kept talking about responsibility, right? Taking care of your responsibilities was like a key theme from everybody that's come on here, from men. Even women that have, like, described men, they've talked about men that handle their responsibilities. And so for you to handle your responsibilities, your money got to be good.
That's true.
Or you got to have some type of money coming in.
Yeah.
So that is like the first thing when you hear that. When I think about handling my responsibilities or I think about finances, they're both together. If I think about my finances, I'm thinking about my responsibilities.
Right.
And I think for a long time, you know, to answer your question, like, what I think about first, it's like how I feel when I'm handling my business and I have extra money. Like, I just feel good, like I have peace.
Yeah.
I don't have no worries.
Yeah.
Even if I handle all my bills and I got $100 left, I'm just glad that I don't have nothing to worry about.
Absolutely.
I got food to eat, and I got just $100 extra just to,
you
know, maybe to save or something. But
what
everything
you
else
want
is
to do
good.
with it. Yeah.
Right. So that's the thing I think about, and I think about all the years I didn't live that way.
Yeah.
And I have this saying where you spend money to save money. And it doesn't make sense. But when I think about you take care, you keep your car up. You know, you got to keep it on the road. You change the oil, you change your tires, you change your wiper blades, you keep it up. You got to spend money. If you don't spend that money, in the long run, you're going to spend a lot more money.
Yeah, you're going to pay for it.
You're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
So you'd rather spend money to save money.
Yeah, makes sense.
Pay my bills, you know, so I don't have to now pay late fees, you know, lump sums, you know. Or,
Absolutely.
You know, if I didn't pay my car insurance, you know, and then they revoke my car insurance, now I got to restart.
Exactly.
Have, a whole new.
Exactly, man.
So handling your business.
Yeah.
Spend money to save money.
I like that, bro. Yo, people gonna take away from that. I like it.
Take that. Spend money to save money.
Yeah, when I'm hearing about finances, pretty much just piggybacking off of what you know, everything you're talking about. I heard about being a good steward. You know, being a good steward of your money. You know, let's say you don't, you know, you ain't bringing in $80,000 a year. You bringing in 40, like, and that's okay. But be a good steward of it. Like, don't live above your means. You know what I mean? If you can only afford rent, you know, let me just throw a number out there, $700 a month. That's cool. 1 bedroom, you know, kitchen, nice bathroom. That's straight. But don't go out to, you know, the suburbs or, you know, downtown Boston and trying to purchase something that's out of your range. So now you're going to be struggling. So, okay, you got rent taken care of. What about transportation? What about food? What about, you know, electricity that comes with it? You can't just live up in there without, you know, power. So you being a good steward is being responsible, staying in your lane. Like, you know, you purchase and
Slogan.
Yeah, that is my slogan. I got to put that on the shirt. Stay in the lane, bro. Like, you know, and it's okay to be like that. That's being a good steward, not living above your means. Now, when you get the $80,000, you still need to be a good steward. Still take care of responsibilities. Still do what you need to do. All of that ties into being a man. All of that ties into being a manhood. Being a good steward and just flowing how you need to be flowing. Not doing nothing crazy. Like, at the end of the day, you're done paying bills, car, rent, insurance, etc. Now you got like $200 left, and you know you need to save this money for the upcoming. Let's say you got an event coming up in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Or, you're trying to, invest or whatever. But instead of being responsible and doing that, I want to go out and party. I want to go out and spend. I want to go off and trick some money off on some shoes or at the club or something like that. Like, nah, being a good steward is being disciplined. I don't need to go to the club tonight. I need to save this $200 for the long run, for investment, for stocks, for, something that can benefit me later. That's what I take from it.
Yeah, things you're talking about, if you're making 40,000, you're making 80,000 or 100, whatever, 150. Like the whole Biggie, that Biggie quote, right?
Yeah.
More money, more problems.
Facts.
Right? If you think about, so this is, financial coach or guru, whatever you want to call him, Dave Ramsey, and Dave Ramsey always talks about it doesn't matter how much you make, it matters how much you keep.
Mm-hmm.
So if you, like you said, if I'm living above my means, I'm spending 50,000, I only have 40, I'm not in a good, healthy situation, I'm not handling my responsibilities, I'm not being a good steward, I actually owe money.
Yeah.
If I make 80,000, I'm spending 90, it's the same.
It's the same.
If I make $500,000, but I'm spending $750,000,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the negative.
Yeah, ain't no money coming in.
Not enough. So, like with the whole thing with more money, more problems, is that if you're not handling your responsibilities, living, spending, budgeting, spending your money wisely, and focusing on like saving, investing, and all these other ways to keep your money growing.
Yeah.
Or to keep your money.
Yeah. Or just that.
Somebody else is going to take it.
Yeah.
And the system that we live in the world we live in, is designed to take your money.
Facts, bro. And see, people get so caught up in quote unquote living their everyday life. And don't get me wrong, sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad. But you also need to keep in your mind that the economy swings back and forth. Sometimes it's up and we living good, and sometimes it's down. Same thing with stocks, with the stock market. Sometimes it's doing good and sometimes it's doing bad. And so you need to keep in mind that, okay, at any given time, you never know what might happen. Market might crash, economy goes down, jobs is being lost, and now you sitting with a negative, $200 balance in your in your checking account. Whereas if you were, disciplined and being responsible, making preparations, now you're sitting with $200,000 in your bank account. So it's always good to think like that. Like the economy goes back and forth, like you said. Just piggybacking off of what you were saying again, bro. Like, you got to be mindful of things like that. We're like being disciplined, being responsible, bro. Yeah, economy goes back and forth. Economy goes, man.
And so do our emotions.
Yeah.
And a lot of our spending is emotional, right?
That's true.
Most of it. It's like, it's all tied to like our mental space, our health, our, how we feel.
Yeah. I'm depressed, so I want to go shopping.
Yeah. Or I want to just be buying food all the time when I got food in the house.
Exactly.
Yeah, or I want to go party.
Yeah.
Buying bottles and all that.
Yeah.
3-4 nights a week.
Yeah. It adds up.
That's all. Your money's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for me, for a long time, I'm still not great with spending.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I still probably spend more than I should.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so there's things that we're going to talk about, like you mentioned earlier, like budgeting.
Yeah.
I have to get back on it. Like, I was good for a while, and then I was like, yeah, I'm in a good space. I kind of lost focus.
Yeah, bro.
So that's what you say, like the ebbs and, good and bad. Everything ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
So it's about being disciplined. So like, I even me, I need to get back in being disciplined.
Look.
And like budgeting my money and being like disciplined to that.
Look, fam, I've been there as well,
tough.
bro. It's tough. I ain't gonna stunt.
I just want to buy a pizza.
Look, with me, man, I just need some ribs and potato salad, and I'm straight, yo. Yeah.
Potato salad.
It's banging, yo. It's a cultural thing. It's a southern thing, man.
It is. I like it, but anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
back,
budgeting.
Yeah, back to the budgeting, man. Like, it's a must. You know what I mean? It's and it's good for you as well, bro. And I'm gonna say, one thing that helped me out is reading this book here, 21-Day Financial Fast. When my pastor put me on that, they helped me great. Yeah, check it out, bro. Like, that helped me greatly. is like it puts you in that zone of needs versus wants. Okay, I need to pay my bills, opposed to wanting to go to the movies every night or wanting to go buy a new pair of J's. I don't need the J's. What I need to do is pay my rent, do my tithes and offering, take care of my business. The main thing, keep the main thing, and I'm good. And before you look up, now you have this new flow of discipline, and you also have, money, good money in your banking account. So so when I was in that budgeting flow, I was good. Money was straight. Like I said, that peace. Nothing like paying bills and still have good money left over after doing all of that. That's some good peace.
Yeah.
Don't knock the money flow when people like, money ain't everything and this
money
and that.
Is.
Yeah, we need that.
The problem is your love for money.
That's it. Exactly, bro. Like, you need money.
But money's a tool.
Exactly.
Everybody needs tools.
Yeah.
How am I gonna fix my car without tools to fix the car?
Makes sense, bro.
How am I gonna eat without something to buy food? Like, you need money.
You need money, man.
How you put clothes on your back?
Exactly, I mean, I'm all big with, people exercising amazing faith, but I guarantee you ain't finna walk up to the manager in Macy's and be like, I want everything on this rack for free in Jesus' name. He gonna look at you like you crazy. Like, nah, man, like, you gotta.
Would be amazing.
Yeah, man.
I
like,
want to see somebody do that.
Yo, man, I'll wild out. But you gotta, again, faith with works is dead.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta exercise that discipline. You gotta exercise the responsibility. Exercise budgeting. And shoot, if you just want to, after budgeting, if you got $200,000 in your bank account, after the fact, you could go to Macy's and buy up the rack.
Merry Christmas.
There you go. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Exactly,
You
man.
can do what you want at that point.
Yeah.
It's like people get upset, like when somebody's a millionaire or a millionaire, right? Where they may have like $200 million and they buy like a home for $10 million. The average person, like, why would you buy a $10 million home? That's irresponsible with your money. Like, why would I? Nobody tells you what you do to spend your money on a daily basis.
Yeah,
why am I
true.
telling somebody else? Yes, there's, maybe there's social responsibilities, but if you can afford it and you're doing stuff for your community, you're doing stuff, why not able to go buy a $10 million home that's available?
Exactly.
So looking at this book real quick, you said the 21-day financial fast.
Yeah.
There's things right here on the back that I think, these bullet points that we should talk about. With Michelle's guidance during this 3-week financial fast, you will discover how to break bad spending habits, plot a course to become debt-free, learn how to prepare elderly relatives and yourself for future long-term care expenses, be prepared for any contingency with a Life Happens Fund, and stop worrying about money and find the priceless power of financial peace.
There you go.
That's what you was talking about right there at the end, that financial peace.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
The thing I want to talk about at first is the plot a course to become debt-free.
Okay.
Right? You mentioned, like, having faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
It's like, I remember being younger and I had all these bad spending habits, like the first bullet. But I was working a good job. I work in pharmaceutical companies. I've been making decent money for a long time. But as a young kid that was still trying to fit in, be cool, hang out, go to parties, going on a million dates, going out to eat, just taking women out all the time, just trying to impress them. And just money was going out the door. I buy a car when I knew I shouldn't have bought this car. I still got the car. I hated my car for years.
Yeah.
Because I was spending like $1,000 a month just to have the car.
That's crazy.
My car insurance was high. My car payment was high.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put gas in the car. You got to fix the car. Right? There's all these things that cost to having a car. And if you're not really understanding what you're doing with your finances, it don't matter how much money you're making, just like we talked about earlier. You're spending more than you're making.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to have financial peace because you're in a stressful financial situation.
Absolutely.
And so for me, I had to plot a course, like, to get debt free. And I knew that I had to budget, and I got strict with budgeting, and I got strict with, okay, I had to write down all the things that I had debt. Like, okay, I needed to see it. You know, how much money was I in debt? How much money did this car, did I still have left on the car? How much money I owe in credit card loans and all this other stuff. And school loans, if you have it, like, it has to all be written out.
Yeah.
So you can see and deal with it emotionally. Because the problem is, for me, I didn't want to deal with it emotionally. So I just kept living bad.
Yeah.
But eventually you got to face it. You got to face your problems, so then you can work the problems out.
There you go.
And so it was a hard maybe 2 years to finally get paying off the credit cards that I owed, and then paying the car off. Man, once I paid the car off, I was like, I had all this money I didn't know I had. And then I liked my car. I hated the car for years because it was a burden. Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like when we handle our finances, we can appreciate the things we have.
Absolutely.
Because they're not financial burdens. You know, if I buy a house when I don't have the money to handle a house, the house, it can be a gift to some person, right? It's a blessing to get a house. But without the finances, it's not a blessing. It's a burden.
Yeah, it's a burden.
And so that's everything we do with our money. It's either you handle your money right, things will be blessings. If you don't handle your money right, these things will be burdens.
Absolutely, fam.
So yeah, when I finally went that direction and made my mind up, you know, I finally charted the course towards financial peace.
That's dope, bro, and I love that. And people need to take time out to study money. You know what I mean? Understand its purpose and, you know, what it can do to fulfill you. You know, when I think it was, what's my guy's name, man? Miles Monroe. And he spoke about understanding the purpose of a person or a thing. And when you understand its purpose, it'll give you life in return. But if you don't understand the purpose, you abuse it, it creates death. In this case, money will create, finances or whatever, you know, it'll create a burden if you don't handle it the correct way. I just wanted to toss that out there. Understand the purpose of money, study it, learn it, understand it, and it'll better benefit a person. But to go on the back of that book, now I wrote it down already, boy. Right. It's break the bad habits. Yeah, that stood out to me.
That's the hardest one to do.
To break the bad habits, bro. See, and I feel like when you master something in life, any aspect, like if you're making progress in that area, it trickles down to other areas. So if you're breaking bad financial habits, you end up breaking bad habits somewhere else where it can be bad thinking, bad actions. You can break bad habits with doing, just anything in life, man. Like, if you got a bad habit of cursing and you want to stop, you start budgeting money correctly, break that bad habit, and then that spirit, that flow, trickle down to that, and so on and so on and so on. And before you know it, you're breaking bad habits all over the place and getting good and getting great and grand in so many areas and aspects of your life. I'm a believer of that. Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, it's like that, like, reward system. Like, it's weird, like how like our brains work. We do things for reward. It's natural. You see, like, little kids, kids, especially babies, they learn to walk once you start praising them. Like, oh, you want me to walk?
Yeah, man.
And they're getting praise, and then they develop that. Yeah. Everything they do, they're looking for praise or looking for that reward, to feel good. And we do that, that's just throughout our lives.
Yeah.
So then when we're going out to party, that's our reward system. We're partying, feel good, or we're drinking or smoking. Whatever we're doing, it makes us feel good. That's the brain's reward system.
That's true.
But those habits can lead to bad finances, right?
Yeah.
And so we're keeping our bad spending habits because it makes us feel good. And then afterwards, we're like, dang, we ain't got our money together. But then to feel good again, I then keep spending my money bad because I'm feeling bad about not having money. So then when I get money, I keep doing the same habits to feel good.
It got to be broke, man.
And it has to break.
It has to be broke, man.
So then you start spending money the right way and seeing your bills paid and feeling peace. And you start creating new reward systems for yourself.
There you go.
It's hard to do, but it's necessary.
It is necessary. And look, that's crazy. I mean, just the cycle that you just broke down a while ago. Okay, I'm rewarding myself, and you feel good in that instant, just for that moment, just for that night.
Yeah.
Then you wake up tomorrow morning and money is gone. Now you broke. Now you feeling bad. And so 2 weeks later or a week later, with whoever, however you get paid, do the same thing again. So it's that small instant gratification just for that night, just for those few hours.
Yeah.
Then you get up the next day and throughout the week, you pissed off because you broke. And that's something. So that's a habit that needs to be broke, man.
100%.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah.
And then the reward thing, I mean, look, I would rather be in the position of where, and it's just my own personal take, I would rather be in the position of where I'm spending money correctly, saving, and taking trips to Jamaica. That would be my reward right there. So I'm hitting on all cylinders. I'm traveling, I'm saving money, I'm investing, and all my bills is paid.
Yeah.
That's like the ultimate perfect peace right there, man.
That
it's
is
beautiful, yo.
But your values are there, though.
Yeah.
It's hard to change your values.
Yeah.
But that all goes to your emotional state. All of our spending habits are tied to some emotional or mental thought process or habit or feeling. So you got to change those habits. It's like the thing we talk about all the time. What my therapist pointed out was like, you have thoughts, behavior, and action, right? It's thoughts, behavior, and your actions.
Yeah.
And so to change the way who you are or what you're doing, you have to change one of those three to change it all.
Yeah.
I got to change my thoughts. So then eventually it's thoughts, feelings, and behavior. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to change my thoughts to change my feelings.
And
Then
feelings.
to change my behavior. Or change my feelings and change my thoughts. It'll change my behavior. Change my behavior.
Yeah.
You got to find one of those to change.
Yeah.
And it will help the others change.
True.
If you keep doing it. So it's the same thing, because that's directly tied to our money and our spending. Money's not our problem. Money's our problem if we don't have it.
Yeah.
But when we have it, it can be a problem because of our emotional state.
Yeah, I was at the emotional state. Man, look, that's major. That's heavy. That's key. And now to tie it into, manhood. You feel me? I feel like brothers should be responsible and disciplined in that area, especially if you're pursuing on being the head of a household, having a family. Like, I could be wrong, but I don't know too many women that can rock with a brother that one that ain't bringing in, a good amount of money, decent money, and then another you ain't handling it correctly. I mean, I take that statement back because there are no, but it's
right,
the
amount of divorce that happens is all around money.
I hear you, bro.
What is it? Over 50% of divorce, I think.
Something like that. But see, that's the percentage. I just wanted to maybe reword it because there are some sisters out there that can rock with some brothers.
48%.
We'll take that 48%. We can rock with it, but that's good though, fam. But yeah, it's some sisters out there that can rock with brothers who ain't, got it all together financially, money wise. They ain't doing their thing at McDonald's and, only bringing in so amount of money. But that's true love. I can rock with that. That's cool. But at the same time, if you are bringing in that 30, 35, 40,000 a year or whatever, I'm sure she will want you to be able to handle that money correctly, like be the good steward. And for men, that's a must. That's a major. And like you just named off the percentage of the divorce rates, surrounded by finance.
Y'all check out the percentages. So keep it accurate. I was just kind of off the dome.
You're just throwing something out there.
But it's around there.
That's
it might even be higher.
Yeah. But it's out there though. But
up there.
that's a major concern. If I'm not mistaken, finances, affection and communication are it's important. It's the top three. It's important in any relationship. You got to be hitting and clicking on all points with those right there. So I can see that.
For me, for a long time when I think about relationships, and I date and I go on dates and find beautiful women to be on a date with.
Mm-hmm.
But then that would make me feel good. That was my reward system.
Yeah.
But then when it became all right, commitment to this person, now I have to be vulnerable with my money, right, and my spending habits. Do I have enough money to provide for this beautiful person, you know. And then the idea of having children, it's like, dang, do I have enough?
Oh man, bro.
Am I good enough or strong enough? Because like a lot of insecurities and our emotions stem from how much money we got, especially as men.
I'm about to say,
Especially
man,
as men.
I'm there.
It's how much money we can bring in or keep.
Yeah.
You know, can I function normally without worrying about money? You know, that's financial peace.
Yeah.
I mean, so that like flows right into your relationships. But it's on the opposite. If you don't have the money flowing in like that, that's gonna flow right in your relationships.
Yeah,
your insecurities, your worries, your fears about, you know, the person leaving you. That I've lived that.
Yeah, putting too much stock in money.
Putting too much stock in money too. Like worrying like, all right, if I don't have this, like you said, then she might not really want to be with me.
Yeah.
Or she's making $100,000. I'm making 40. You know, how does that make me feel? Yeah. Most likely, I'm gonna feel less than.
Yeah, you're gonna feel some type of way, and that's just real.
There's gonna be a better guy, you know. But I think that the goal is that we become good stewards, right? It's just becoming a good steward over what you have.
Yeah.
So then you can look good, feel good, you know.
Yeah.
Work good and get paid, right?
Yeah, there you go.
You go through that, and then more things will come for you. So like for when it comes to finances, these are the areas of financial health, you would say. So it's your earning, right? Your earning power, how much money you bring in, how much money you're saving, how much money you're investing.
That's good.
How much you're spending, how much you're borrowing, and your protection, like how much is protected.
That's good.
And all of these areas, what are these six? These 6 areas are like what we should learn, like for financial literacy. Like we need to understand these 6 areas so we can have a good financial like circumstance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. That's security.
Right, it there, is, right? Because it's how much are we bringing in? How much are we spending? And then look, if I'm bringing in $1,000 a week, right, but I'm spending $800 a week, that's $200.
Mm-hmm.
How much of that am I saving, investing, right? On top of that, how much do I have already, or have I been borrowing?
Exactly.
Credit cards, loans.
Something you got to pay back.
And you got to pay that. So out of that $200, you got to pay that back. And then how much left do I have to save or invest?
Yeah.
You know, which will then bring in more money.
That's what I'm about to say, bro. I'm about to ask you a question. Now, out of those 6 points, which one, for you personally, which one do you favor most?
Do I favor?
Yeah, just one. Like, which one would you consider like the most important one?
Most important
to you?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. But my first thought was investing.
Yeah.
That was my first thought. Because, I would say investing.
All right.
Because the goal is to have, you know, your investing will increase your earning, right? Hopefully, and then it increases your saving. Hopefully, it doesn't increase your spending and borrowing, but it might.
Yeah.
But it goes to the whole spend money to save money.
Yeah.
So the more you spend, the more you can earn or save.
Yeah.
So if I buy a house or a 3-family property, that's my investment. But then I have tenants there that bring in income for me.
Yeah.
So I have to spend money initially to buy the home, to borrow, right, against the bank. So then actually I've invested in something now that actually increases my earning.
Bringing more money.
So I have my job.
Yeah.
I have money that has gone out, but I got money consistently coming in because of it. And that's the thing about, like you were saying, financial literacy. Understand how money works.
Yeah.
Like money's a tool to actually do something.
Aid and assist you in your life. Yeah.
And if you only use it in a way of spending, you're only going to be in the negative. Always.
Yeah.
But if you use the tool in the areas that are set up for us to flourish, you know, the market, you know, stock market.
There you go.
The different types of ways to invest in the stock market. There's options, there's stocks,
there you go, bro.
You know, there's penny stocks, right? There's all these different areas.
Cryptocurrency
there's
jumping
cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people that are in all of those areas. But then there's all the types of investments. There's property, there's land, there's, businesses. There's things to initially put out money, but eventually,
you want to get the return in.
Get the return, even a greater return. So financial literacy is about getting your emotions under control.
There you go. Yeah.
So then you can make hard decisions that will benefit your future.
Absolutely.
And it's not really benefiting right now because your emotions will tell you to do everything for right now.
Yeah.
Go buy that sub.
Yeah.
Go buy that coffee. Go buy that breakfast sandwich.
That's it, go buy them shoes. You don't
every
even
day.
You don't even need
no shoes.
And that's the thing. That's the emotions. You're not even hungry. But you
buy,
but you buying the two
Go get some water, bro.
Exactly. You buying the sandwiches from Dunkin's. You're not even hungry, fam. Yeah, bro. But yo, man. Now I was about to say, bro, this sometimes I can't stand you, bro, but I love you at the same time, man, because I was gonna say investments too.
Yeah.
So we think too much of
You're supposed to all right, come up with the other option. No, talk about yours, and then we'll both talk about something else.
But that was just it. You just said everything. I was going to say investments because, just plain and simple, because I'm going to put some money out, but I'm going to get the greater return, back.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's, to me, for me personally, that's the importance right there. To spend money, to make money, and easy money at that, whether it be like stocks or, you get into the position of purchasing a house. You can rent out, especially in Boston, Rhode Island, the Northeast area, get a multi-family home, move in 2 or 3 different families. That's what an easy $6-7 grand right there a month. So there's much you spend the money, you invested it. And now, go ahead.
To add to that, I heard something the other day about buying a property.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that this was an idea. So basically, you buy the 3-family home.
Yeah.
Right? Basically, you turn each floor or each apartment into a condo. So I buy this home for, the market now. You're buying it for like $800,000, whatever. I invest into the apartment, into the building, make sure that each unit is a condo style. Like everything's renovated, new appliances, whatever. You pour money in, make sure the heating and the AC
necessities,
system,
all that good stuff.
Necessities are there. You can just sell it as a condo.
Yeah.
I still own the building, but that apartment, I sold it for $400,000, $400,000. Mind you, I bought the building for $8.
Yeah.
Right? So I sell that one floor for $400. The next floor, $400.
That's crazy.
The next floor, $400.
See, look at that.
So that's 3. That's what? That's $1,200.
Look at that.
I bought it for $8. I made $4. And then I still own the building.
See.
So it's there's taxes and fees.
True.
For condo, it's like condo fees. There's all these other fees that they have to actually pay me on a monthly.
Yeah.
Even though they're paying their mortgage on their apartment or the condo, they're paying me also for the building that I own.
See, look how beautiful that is, and that's understanding money.
And that's
understanding the
game.
purpose. That's studying.
It's all a game. Money is a game. Everything about this market or the country we live in, it's all a game.
Yeah.
You just gotta understand the game. And I feel like we're at the place where we're learning to understand the game.
Yep.
And instead of being played, we're gonna try to play the game.
Yeah, we're gonna play the game, yo. Right. And the further we going with this, with the brand, the business, we're gonna be, starting up, studies and schools and, classes, just educating young men on how to, handle finances and,
young
learn,
men,
study
young
money.
adults,
all of
grown
that good
men,
stuff.
Like
we all need it. Yeah.
And it's the community bringing in people that have done it for 40 years.
There you go.
So we can learn from them too.
Absolutely.
Brothers has been doing it for 10, someone in the church, understanding the game, or even pastor who knows the game and the art. It's like, all right, let's learn this game so then we can do the things. So we can bring in increase our investment to increase our earning.
Yeah.
Right? And increase our saving. I mean, it affects our borrowing. We have to borrow. But we can protect it all.
That's it.
Right? So then we can be, as men, there for our families, our communities, our children, and be able to make things happen.
That's what it's all about. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. And then we're not reliant on the man would say.
Yeah.
You know, where I'm begging the man on a day-to-day for an increase, please.
Yeah, the handout.
I worked hard for this. I mean, you should get what you deserve, what you can fight for.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you got to put the work in. But I don't need that because it's not my only source of income.
There you go.
And I'm not living paycheck to paycheck like I have for 30 years.
Yeah.
You know, the goal is to, I mean, some people's goals is to not work for anybody else.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. My thought is that, like, I just don't need you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to work here to keep my earning power high.
That's a beautiful place to be in, bro.
It's is more of a business relationship than it is like employer-employee. Like, no, I'm here because I want to be, because I'm doing this for things I want to do.
Exactly, and that's the mentality right there. Financial freedom. You know, to be able to be in that spot right there, and that's what we all need to get at. Like, yeah, it's cool to work the 9 to 5, but you need to be breaking your back. You know, scratching to get overtime. What about your family now? You at work, been at work for 14 hours, 16 hours throughout the day. Now when you go home, you got to take that drive home. You're going to eat and you're going to go to sleep. And in the meantime, your family is lacking. Your presence. Yeah, you sleep, you at home. But that quality time, that presence isn't there because you're all wrapped up and tied up in the quote-unquote 9 to 5. Yeah. So you get the investments. You study money. You learn how it flows. You know, you bringing money in. Now you can go in, work 6-7 hours, come back, get out, be rejuvenated and refreshed, still good, and go to the beach and go chill with your family. That's financial freedom, to be able to do and flow how you want to do it, man. Yeah,
it is.
It's dope, bro.
It's necessary, and it takes away like we talked about earlier, like having hope, right? Like, there's a scripture about hope. Hope deferred makes the heart turn cold, or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
You know, like, if I'm having hope that my situation's gonna change, but I'm not actively doing anything to make it change, you know, like, the onus is on us to make change.
Yeah.
Faith without works is dead.
It's dead.
Like, God is not acting on anything we're not acting on.
Facts.
Like, people that we want to invest in a business, if you're not doing anything to the business, why would they invest?
Why would they pour into you?
It all works. It's all the same.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, like, everything, every blessing is because of work.
Yeah.
You know, everything we having faith for, having a great marriage, it's all work. It's not just gonna be bliss. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna meet this person, we're gonna be perfect together.
Nah, the story don't work that way. Maybe just for the honeymoon phase, but after that, you gotta put in some work.
More problems.
True that. You gotta put in some work, bro.
You get a marriage, you got two different people. That's more problems. Mm-hmm. It's different than just me and single. It's just my problems.
That's it. We good. I'm rolling with that.
I'll get married with her. I'm tied now to her problems.
Yeah.
Her family and all that. The people that she worked with, right? We brought in more problems, and we have children, more problems.
There you go, man.
You know, so everything that we want more of, I want a bigger, better job, or I want to move up in the company.
It's gonna come with something. It's gonna come with a price.
It's always a price.
Yeah.
Are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to put the work in to get the things that you want done? Because the higher you go, it's just the more work.
Yeah.
You don't get to be LeBron James moseying around on the basketball court.
Nah.
Chilling.
Nah.
I practice, twice a week.
Oh, that ain't it.
That ain't it.
That man practiced like probably 4 times out the day, yo.
I was talking to a friend of mine the other day about his boys, Rich Paul and Maverick Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Rich Paul is like the sports agent. Maverick Carter's like the business head. Both of them dudes are, hyper successful.
Yeah.
Moving LeBron's business forward, their ideas, they're growing. The Rich Paul, the agent, has, taken over the NBA.
Yes, he has.
Right?
Yo.
Unconventional ways, but he's taken over.
He's doing his thing.
He's going into MLB. He's going into NFL.
He got his hand in a lot of stuff.
Right. To get there, how much work do you think he's had to do on a daily basis? Mm-hmm. It's constant.
Yeah.
It never does. There's things you have to sacrifice. All that partying, all the fun.
Yeah, it gotta go.
It's gotta go, and it goes to your finances. The things that you want.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that now have to fall off. Chilling, hanging with the homies all the time, going out, eating out, spending money on clothes,
foolish stuff. Yeah, man, stuff you don't need,
you
man.
don't need.
Yeah.
Just to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
But you're not keeping up with the Joneses because the Joneses got properties and houses and cars.
Yo.
They got money coming
Joneses is moving way differently, yo.
They moving different.
Yeah, they made that sacrifice already.
They don't care to look the part.
Yeah.
They live in the part.
They live in it.
For us, on the ground level, we trying to look the part.
Nah,
and we never gonna get there until we make sacrifices.
Amen to that, bro. I love it, man. And just to piggyback, because that scripture stood out, you said, hope deferred makes the heart cold. What I was hearing, bro, is that, let's say someone come to you, for that advice or that help, or, this the quote unquote handout. Like, hey, sir, Ben, can you help me with such and such? And you turn them back, you turn them away or whatever. That heart is going to grow cold. But I would rather for us to be in a position to be able to, help individuals, whether it be money or with advice. For someone come to me for, financial advice, I need to be up on my game. But if I'm like, yo, son, I can't help you. Like, I'm just as bad as you. And they looking and searching around for everybody to help them with financial advice and financial literacy. And I ain't got no answers. The heart is going to go cold. Or if a person coming out, young cat. I heard one of the sisters from the church earlier, she was talking about her son is in the podcasting now. And he could use some guidance and some advice. He's coming, for like, a financial handout or whatever. To say, I'm not in a position to help. His heart is going to grow cold. So I would rather for us to be in a spot where we've grown and produced and got in that place of, now I'm good with my money and I have money in my bank account to invest in you for your podcast. And now that breeds hope. Now his heart is full of cheer. Now, this individual's heart is full of gold, and now he can go out and be successful. That's like my top tier goal, to have money in my bank account to where I ain't have to turn nobody away. If you want to start up a business, if you need like $5,000 to, jumpstart whatever you got going on, write the check. Like, I'm good, I got you.
I'll be like, I'm on a tip where I'm like, man, you gotta come with the presentation.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Facts. Lay the business plan out.
Facts.
I want to hear what you're doing.
Yeah, we ain't finna just pass our money like that. But you feel me though?
Yeah,
we're gonna be in. We gotta be in this spot, brother. Help and aid our community.
Yeah, that's the goal. I mean, the goal is not to be like millionaires and then we can it's all for us.
No,
like these people,
spread this around.
Even millionaires, they're looking out for their people along the way.
They're giving back.
They're making deals with certain people. So yeah, they can get money, but those people they're making deals with are gonna make money too.
Investment.
They're investing in each other. You're starting a water company.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put $100,000 in it.
Yeah.
But I'm doing that in hopes when I start something, you're gonna put in on mine as well.
There you go.
And that's the importance of our community. Especially the men in our communities to have, I guess, good finances where we can impact our communities.
Yeah, man.
And impact one another.
Yeah.
And the ideas, like you're saying, the hope and the dreams of the children in our communities. And
that's
it,
bro. There's so many different ideas out here.
Yeah.
But one, it goes to the wayside because one, people don't believe in it, and two, they don't have the help. So we definitely want to be able to support and aid our little ones when they come with it. Yeah.
Even when it comes to like that, like getting education. Like
True.
If your dream or your goal is to go to get higher education, you want to go to Princeton or something, and little black kids in our neighborhood are smart enough but just don't have the money.
Yeah.
Like they're getting loans or sponsorships, but they're not getting enough to cover the cost. I remember for me, I got into Morehouse.
Yeah.
And I got accepted and I was going down all excited. Didn't have anyone to co-sign a loan. I didn't have credit, so I couldn't just have my own loan. Didn't get enough in like grants or sponsorships or anything. And so I ended up just staying here. I mean, it's probably the blessing that I did.
Yeah.
For my life experience, but regardless, that's still a circumstance that our people, it constantly happens with it. My therapist says all the time that there's so much money available. Like even if it's that we might not be able to give you money for your business, I might direct you to government funding.
There you go.
Other businesses that are actually in the small business investment
Absolutely.
field, where they're willing to happily, ready to give, X amount of money for small businesses, so they can write it off and then they feel like they're doing their duty.
Yeah.
But it benefits you as well.
There we go, man. I love it.
So all in all, I think for us as men, it's really take our finances seriously,
Mm-hmm.
and whether our goal is to buy a Porsche, you got to save to go get it.
Yeah, you gotta have a plan.
You got to have a plan.
Yeah.
And so what if your goal is to have, a family and children, get married or go on trips, whatever you have to plan,
Mm-hmm.
make the plan or plan to fail.
I like that. Yeah.
So
That's it. Dope, bro. And fam, we can end it right there. I like that, yo.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's it.
yo.
Make
Man.
the plan or plan to fail.
That's beautiful.
We'll be back for more financial topics for sure, bringing people
Absolutely.
on.
Yeah.
And I think, let's talk more about it.
Amen to that, my brother. Yo, man. Shout out IG. Shout out to our peoples out there, yo, man. Much love, much respect, man. We appreciate y'all.
And on that note, peace. Thank you for listening to the Follow Then Lead podcast. You can reach us on social media at
The email is followthenleadinc@gmail.com. Instagram, Follow Then Lead Podcast. And our Twitter is Follow Then Lead P. Until next time,
Take It Easy.
word.